Good morning, everybody. Painblade back here again from Server 1 representing Itachi and Tribes Lab. And guys, I just want to say congratulations to the winner of last night's giveaway. Surprisingly enough, I'm not going to lie to you, it's actually Blue. Uh, being one of the top players in the world and actually paying so much attention to my videos, I'm honored. We both are friends and we talk to each other all the time, but I didn't expect him to actually win this because I thought a lot of you guys would have nailed it down. But I just want to point out number two, question two is what got everybody. So if you watch my Itachi summon video at 24 minutes, actually about 24 minutes, you'll see the first character I ever get to 6 star was Deidara, and then it's Sasuke Kirin. So you guys all put Sasuke Kirin first. It actually ended up being Deidara first. So that's the trick there. I figured a lot of you guys would assume it's Sasuke Kirin. It was a good guess. But I want to thank everyone for participating. There will be more of these coming out soon. As I might do one with let's hit X amount of views and we'll do a giveaway. But thank you again for all participating. It was a wonderful event, and congratulations, Blue. I already sent them the money, and I hope your multi pull that you decide to do whenever you decide to do it is a good one, and you can show us all what you get. Anyways, that's not why we're here though, guys. Today we're going to be doing a showcase for the new Sarada. And damn, she's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. So I want to go through what we usually do, guys. Let's go through her artwork, her skills, her stats, her link bonuses, and then show you an arena match and explain to you why she is as impressive as she is. So when I first started summoning for her and I looked at her kit, she looked kind of mediocre. But then I realized, you know what? Okay, so there is some usefulness for her, specifically for events like Abyss and maybe FG. PvP, she's not bad, and I'll explain to you why I say not bad versus really good. She's still good, but she's just not over the top good, right? She's not like a Kirin or one of those characters. So let's go and explain to you guys why. So let's just find her here and explain. Where are we here? There she is. So daughter pursuing her father. Now I've got her at 4 stars at the moment. Just an FYI, I have not hit her at five. Obviously I pulled her at three, so it's five will eventually get there. I did get her limit breaks up, but let's look at her artwork. Honestly, much better than her original, in my opinion. A lot more confident, a lot more determined. Same color schematics though, like almost similar schematics to her last ones for the background. But I love the artwork actually for this one, and I think this is actually one of the better portrayals of a Boruto character. Sadly enough, though, she now has two characters. Boruto only has one, so we're seeing the same trend here, where the Uchihas are getting the spotlight over the Uzumakis, right? So stats wise, let's take a look here. Critical rate not bad for 4 stars. Critical damage increase rate not bad at 23%. Her guard rate is actually decent at 18, but a lot of that is my gamma through my statues, and her damage increase rate is really, really low at 21%. But the reason why it's low is the same thing as Killer B. She has too much stacking of attack, so if they gave her too much DIR, it would make her too OP, right? So the fact that they removed her damage increase rate makes sense only because of how much attack she stacks. So we'll look into that guy. So overall, stats wise, she's decent for an A. She's not going to be a super heavy hitter, but she does pull her weight enough as she gets ramped up. So she's very similar to Killer B in that regard, but only in that regard. All right, so link bonuses, guys. What do you need? You need the mother and the father. So you need Sasuke Uchiha UR, which you can get from the Shinobi Exchange Shop right now for 1,000 coins. It's a 1 star. And you need the Sarada. I got her a 1 star. I didn't pull her. I didn't care pull her. She's not a very good character. Then you need to get Boruto and Mitsuki. Pretty straightforward. Everybody has that. And then lastly, you need Naruto Kage and Konohamaru, which most of you should have by now. Konohamaru is obviously easy, but Naruto Uzumaki's the Hokage version, it has to be the UR version, not the SR version, guys. So a lot of you may be missing that if you're new, but don't worry about it. You'll pull it eventually. He comes off often enough. Okay, so let's go into her actual speed. Speed, she's actually not bad. She's a medium character for speed, not super fast, not super slow. And tribe specials, she's got two. She's got one with her dad, which boosts all allied damage reduction rate by 30%, guard rate by 30%, and critical suppression by 30% for the rest of the battle. This is not a damage attack though, right? Just an FYI, it's just a buff. So it's not a very good one in my opinion either. The Akatsuki ones are better, and I don't think Papa Sasuke is a good character. You all know this already. And then she's got the connected feelings. Now this tribe, on the other hand, is actually pretty good. It does attack to one enemy, but it boosts all active allies attack by 25%, damage increase rate by 50%. That's insane. And critical rate by 35% for the rest of the battle. So that is actually really good. Now here's the cool thing about this one. You can actually use the old Mama Sakura right there, the T version, which is the stronger one, the strong mother version. That one is still one of the best characters in the game. So you can at least switch that out. Unfortunately, there's no switching out Papa Sasuke because he's one of a kind right now. Hopefully they buff him, but there you go. If you are intent on using the Uchiha family, definitely put in the T version of Mama Sakura, use this Sarada, and use Papa Sasuke, and you'll have one of the better tribes out there. I personally still hate tribes, but hey, some people love them. Just want to go through it. All right, so let's look into her actual skill set. Now, Demon Wind Shuriken. Now, this does lowers all active enemies' damage rate reduction by 13% first. Okay, so that's a key there because that means you're going to be hitting harder right away. Then it deals damage by 42.92% to the targets, so everybody. It's an AoE. That's kind of low, and it's meant to be. She does 100% chance to heavy wound them and 100% chance to confuse them. Now that's the key, guys. She is a crowd control character as an A unit, which is rare because most T units are crowd control characters, but she is an A unit that does heavy wound and does confusion. Now that is huge in PvE because there's so many characters that heal in Abyss that this will stunt them from healing at 50% for 3 turns and also causes confusion for 2 turns. Now confusion is great for things like Abyss. In Arena, there's a catch, right? The thing with Confuse is it's not like a stun where the character is immobilized. The character can still move, can still attack. It just messes up rotation a little bit, but can also fix rotation. And the thing with Confuse is people can still do tribes or can do co-op with that character. So even if someone's confused and a tribe gauges up, all it ends up doing is putting that character into that tribe special or that co-op, and they can still perform it. So that's kind of the weakness of confusion, right? Sometimes you can fix rotations with confusion accidentally. So, but in most cases, you will get a benefit from it. So it's still a very good move. It also boosts her own attack rate by 32.92% for the rest of the battle. Now, the reason why that is so key is it stacks, right? So it's going to continue stacking every time you do this. So by the second time you attack this, she's going to be doing 65% attack compared to what she normally does. So that's where she becomes a nuke. Right, so that's why you see that low percentage of 42.92 for damage, because she eventually will stack that and will be doing way more damage after her second turn. So in that regard, she's pretty freaking crazy. Now her second skill boosts her own attack by 12.92%. 12.19% for the rest of the battle. Again, that stacks. So the more she does her second skill, the more it's going to stack. So you definitely want to get her third skill vitality up. So that will increase her attack on top of her jitsu. Of course, having attack boost L because she's a UR, and then talent inherited from her parents. This one boosts damage increase rate and critical rate for all active allies and shinobis while she's active for that turn. So not only is she increasing her own attack, but she's increasing her own DIR, including the active allies, and boosting critical rate for everybody by 9.46%. Now, if you get her limit break 2, which is actually very impressive anyways, it also lowers the damage reduction rate for the opponent and the critical suppression rate for the opponent for defense shinobi specifically, right? So defense shinobis being, of course, tanks, it's great to be able to hit a tank harder with some of her nukes. And of course, that lets everybody else hit harder. So in that regard, guys, she is a perfect hybrid for CC and nuking. And she's a great support, honestly. Like to have her trade forward, it's a great support thing. So she's overall a very stellar character. So something that we shouldn't overlook is how much her kit brings to the table, right? Okay, gear-wise, I got everything to 65. Scrolls and talismans, I got 64 and 55. I don't know if I can get this up any further. I can one level, it doesn't matter. Her vitalities. Now, her first vitality minimum, I mean, you should maximize it because it'll let her do her special as often as possible on her second turn and her third turn, her fourth turn, etc. And this is important because she stacks that attack, right? So you want to continuously get that going. So definitely max that. Get this up for Arena to 20 if you plan to use her for Arena. Max this out for all content, and then definitely max this out because you want her attack to stack as much as it possibly can. So that's a very important one. So definitely she's got very expensive character, guys, so keep that in mind. All right, so I'm going to show you a PvP match now. I've already done my PvP matches, and the early bird gets the worm here, so congrats to AJ for jumping on to Arena before I could and getting first place. We tied in points here, so here we are. Damn you, AJ. It's just because of where you live and you don't sleep, obviously. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you this match here. So this will actually show you a couple things. It'll show you her special skill, her jitsu, and her second skill. Okay, and I believe in this match, I actually watched that she goes first. So let's take a look here. I'm going to go 2 here, 1.5 I mean. So you're right away, you'll see she does increase critical rate up and attack up, okay? Sorry, not attack up, DIR up. So attack up she'll do on her own right here, though. So watch her second skill. Watch her portrait. There you go, attack up for her. So there, now she has attack up for the rest of the battle. So now her jitsu is going to hit harder anyways, right? Okay, let's speed through this a little bit. And as you saw there, she actually took a little bit of damage. That was a CM2 skill 2, I think, which this way more damage at skill 2. And that was also a Hidan that's a D type hitting an A type. So she could tank a little bit, not surprisingly enough. Of course, that's a lot of my Gamma helping and a lot of my buffs from my tanks helping. So there are other things helping her out there. Okay, so let's go through this and we'll get to her Jitsu shortly. And we'll see how it messes up the opponent here. There you go. Now, here's the thing. The key for her is that she went first in arena. That's a huge thing because if she goes first, that means her Jitsu will be third, and she'll actually confuse the enemy before they get a chance to build their tribe gauge. That is so important, guys, because if she was second, the enemy would have got their tribe gauge up anyways, and the effect of confusion wouldn't be there quite as much, right? So let's take a look and see how much damage she does here. So nobody got stunned there, but we'll see 100% confused here. There you go. So, I mean, damage-wise, you saw it wasn't that much. We're about like, one of them got hit for like 50k, one of them got hit for a little more, close to 100k. She's definitely not a Kakazu. She's not going to be hitting as hard as him. But as you can see here, Hidan is confused, CM2 is confused, and Sage 1 Naruto confused. So the rotation is completely out of whack. Now, because I went first, I built my tribe gauge enough to go before them. If I was going second in my rotation instead of first, they would have had tribe gauge, and this team that the opponent has would have been able to do their co-op, right? Even though their rotation is all messed up. But because I went first, the benefit of confusion is way more powerful. So that's the key thing. If you go first, like see right now, they have their tribe gauge up. Because I'm faster though, I'm going to be able to kill them off. But yeah, as you can see here, she doesn't hit that hard, but she's not meant to at the beginning. She builds that up over time by ramping up her attack with her skill 2 and her Jitsu. The big thing for her in the beginning is going to be to confuse the opponent and also to help you guys hit harder because she does reduce their damage reduction rate lower and their critical suppression rate, right? So there you go. She's about to do it again. Let's see if I kill him. Nope. So there, she just stacked her attack up again. So at that point, guys, because she just stacked it twice, she's at 13% plus 13%, so that's 26%. And then she did her jutsu that put her, I think, at another 30-something%. So she was sitting at 60-something% attack up already. She had done her jutsu there, it would have been close to 90% attack up. So as you can see there, guys, she does ramp up really quickly. The big thing with her is the confusion helped. If you're going to use her in PvP, you better hope that you're going first with her in the lineup because it'll help you build a tribe gauge faster by confusing the opponent and messing up the rotation. If she were to go second and the opponent's faster than you, they most likely will get the advantage over you and do their co-op still, even if you were to mess up the rotation. But nonetheless, guys, very impressive kit. I'm very impressed with Sarada. I will definitely be using her in events. Maybe not FG because it's only a 5-turn thing, but Abyss, she's going to conquer. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, you know how to get hold of me. Shoot up the comment section. And again, congratulations, Blue, on winning the event. And we'll continue doing things like this, guys, in the future. Have a great one.